Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're having an amazing day. So, on today's video, I want to talk about how you can generate appointments for your short form content agency. And why am I positioning this topic around short form content agencies? Because on our Facebook community, a lot of our members asked for specifically to talk about this topic. And I know that there are some nuances that are different when it comes to pitching or to actually capturing the attention of prospects for a short form content offer. And that's why I'm actually making this video today. Nevertheless, even if you are not currently running a short form content agency, or if you are running a different type of agency, you can also benefit from most of the tips because you can apply the same frameworks, but just adapt them specifically for your use case. Now, for those who don't know me, my name is Denis Rhomays. I'm the owner of AlphaTrain.io. We are multiple six-figures growth agency, and pretty much what we do is we help our clients build and scale their own agencies, leveraging not only client acquisition infrastructures, but also their branding. So without further ado, let's actually dive into the main topics. So I want to cover pretty much how to find prospects, how to actually pitch your offer, and how to generate attention to making the transition from a conversation all the way up till the appointment is booked. Okay, good, right. So how do we find prospects? That's the million-dollar question, right? I mean, you can find prospects pretty much anywhere. So you can go on Instagram, you can go on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and other alternative channels, but it will always depend on the niche, right? So if you think about it, on today's market, anyone can benefit from content, or anyone that has a business or that has something to sell or has a higher purpose or want to reach a wider audience will benefit from content and attention. And that is what a short form content agency should actually sell. It's not the content, it's not the editing, but it's actually a vehicle to get attention. And by the way, if you want to learn how to start a short form content agency in 2023, you can go to my YouTube channel, and I have a video specifically about how to start a short form content agency. So now, how do you find prospects? There are at least three main types or three main categories when it comes to type of prospect or type of sub niches that you can go after. You have the local or service-based businesses, and this is a new one that not a lot of people are actually targeting, which is helping them, instead of just running the traditional lead gen campaigns, you can actually leverage short form content, build them a community, and help them generate more attention towards them instead of just to their service. And and this is why it's working so well. And by the way, we do have clients on our agency side of things as well in using this model, which is service-based businesses like insurance agents or realtors that we are building their brand, and with their brand we are actually generating attention and getting them leads interested in what they are doing. Now, this is just a couple of niches that work, but this can work with chiros, with dentists, with pretty much anything that you would do normal lead gen campaigns to. Then you have the info products type of businesses, right? So, and under this category, you have a lot of people, like you have coaches, consultants, you have, I wouldn't say agencies, but you have, for example, influencers. So everyone that needs to reach a wider audience and they have a product or service they use to capitalize on, well, you can definitely target them. And then last but not least, you have the SaaS business or the SaaS category of businesses. So SaaS means software as a service, and again, this falls in between both of the previous ones. But the cool thing is, like, they can make such a huge return on their investment, because all it is when it comes to SaaS, the only way for them to differentiate themselves from the rest of the competition is by building a brand. So for them, brand is crucial. Okay, now how to find them? Well, first off, let's take one as an example and the thought process behind. So you can pretty much find them on any social platform. You already knew that, so you don't need to watch this video to learn that. But you have alternatives. Let's say that you are going after, for example, coaches or consultants. Usually these type of people already have some type of media that they leverage, right? For example, podcasts. You can go, for example, into Spotify, search under the category that your niche falls under, and find their podcast. And usually you will find under the description of the podcast a way to join their community or a way to get in touch with them. That's one way of finding interesting prospects that you wouldn't find otherwise, okay? Or you can leverage, for example, YouTube channels. You can go to a YouTube channel, to the description section again, find a community. Usually they have a Facebook group or something along those lines. Click on it, join, then you will get access to group and the members. And you can use a couple tools that we actually teach our members of our program to use to find your prospects' contact details. And last but not least, you still have the traditional social media platforms and email. So just to recap, you have social platforms, then you have streaming platforms. You can use the social platforms, and you can also use communities, right? Usually they are built in or built on the social platforms, but nevertheless, there are different ways of prospecting. So leveraging audiences, leveraging streaming platforms, and also leveraging social channels. Now, how do you get in touch with them? Well, it's pretty easy, right? So you can use DMs, direct messages, to get in touch with them. But the thing is, everyone is doing it. And if you think that sending a message to a decision maker, if you find them, just saying, hey, I will produce 60 pieces of short form content per month for you for X, or I will grow your channel, well, you will be very, very unlucky. And I'm tempted to say it, but it's the same thing like knocking doors, right? Like, for example, even if you have the solution for the problem, let's say that you are, for example, a doctor, right? You need first to diagnose your patient before you can actually write them a solution or write them a remedy to their pain, right? So it's the same thing with prospects. Before you actually sell everything to everyone or sell something to everyone, you need to actually analyze if they qualify for the type of prospect that you're looking for. Because if they don't need your services, what are you doing? You are just wasting your time, wasting your reputation, and well, we are not building a good brand for yourself, are you? Right. So what I would recommend is engage, but start a true conversation. Try to connect, build a bridge. So let them know why you are getting in touch, create some familiarity, right? Because if you are coming out of the blue, you have three types of your brain. You have the reptilian brain, you have the limbic brain, and then the neocortex. Neocortex is responsible for all the logic, and the reptilian is usually what is tied to your instinct. So you want to make sure that you can, by letting them know why you are getting in touch, that you have something in common, both of you. Maybe you are in the same groups, maybe you are following the same influencer. That will help a lot, bring them quicker to the neocortex. So now that you are there, you want to start diagnosing them. Like, ask a couple of questions, qualify them, make sure that they are a good fit. Not only that you are a good fit, but also that they are a good fit for your service. Because you need to make sure that you can actually help someone. Because if you cannot help someone get better results, or if you don't feel like it, well, I wouldn't recommend signing someone in. Okay? And then, instead of just pitching or instead of just selling, provide some value. For example, educate them on a problem. Because sometimes what happens with a lot of prospects is, like, they do have a problem, but they just are not aware of it. And it's your responsibility to educate them on a problem and show them, well, this is the problem. If you are in this situation, you probably have this problem as well. And this is how you can solve it. Would you be open for me to walk you through on how we solve this for our clients? No obligations, just an informal chat. So this is a way for you to connect, and you have two options there really. So you might think, okay, but I'm wasting my time by offering free value, or I'm giving my time away for free. Well, guess what? The worst thing that can happen is like you don't close the prospect. Sorry, you don't close the prospect, or in the best case scenario, you close the prospect. Either way, you will leave a good impression, and you will start building what we call the reciprocity bias, right? Which is you gave someone something that is valuable, or if they found it valuable, they will feel that they owe you something. And by the way, now that you already have his email or her email, because they jumped on a call with you, you can keep nurturing them. And guess what? You will have clients that will sign up with you 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months later down the road. Just keep providing value. So much value that they feel almost bad for not buying from you. Okay? So, just to recap, first off, you need to know where your niche is before starting outreach. Otherwise, you are wasting your time. So, see where is the most common place where they are hanging out. For example, if it's on YouTube, go to YouTube. If they are most active, for example, on podcasts, well, you can go to use iTunes, you can use Spotify. If, for example, they are more active on communities, well, jump on Facebook groups or on other type of communities. If they are more active on social media, well, start going after them using hashtag strategy, or for example, the influencer strategy that we teach in our program, so that you can find them, find the list, get to them, and then start a conversation. It no longer works just hammering and pitching and sending messages on volume just for the sake of it. You will just spam people and people will ignore you, right? So provide a solution and position yourself as an expert in the area or in the subject, and offer them the opportunity to walk them through how they can implement that themselves. Again, worst thing that can happen is you just got an email, a name and a phone number, and now you can keep nurturing them for the upcoming months, right? And by the way, just as a bonus tip, and I do see this a lot, like the biggest mistake I'm seeing people do in this space is pitching high ticket services and offers, especially in the content world. This includes short form content, long form content, social media management, whatever, community management, all those offers, using like profiles that are not even like optimized. They don't have any proof of their work, they don't have any credibility. So if you are trying to pitch someone short form content or long form content, you better have something that showcases your work on your profiles, whether that it's on your YouTube channel, on your Facebook community, on your Instagram profile, Facebook profile, all those different profiles. No matter what, but in the channel that you choose to start outreaching, make sure that you have everything optimized. Because guess what? The first thing they will do before actually getting back to you or replying to your message is checking you out. If they don't validate you as an authority, they will just skip you. They will just skip it or ghost you, or they will never get back to you. Or sometimes they can get kind of pissed off and even say some nasty things. But so the only way to avoid it is actually optimize profiles. This is my biggest advice for you that are starting to outreach, and especially if you are pitching a high ticket offer, because high ticket is not only something that started to be trending. It is trending right now, selling high ticket offers or high ticket services. But the thing is, in order for you to be able to collect a high ticket offer, you need to have proof, testimonials, a good portfolio, or case studies, and actually be confident on the results that you can actually provide. Because if you don't, you will get a refund right away, and that will hurt you more than actually not signing the client. So that's it for this video, and I hope you got something out of it. If you did, well, if you like this video, consider subscribing and leaving a thumbs up. That actually helps the channel. And by the way, we do have a free Facebook community where I share a lot of cool stuff like this. You can click on the first link in the description. And also, if you want to know how we help our clients or our members through our program Alpha Acquisition get their first 5 paying clients guaranteed, well, you can just click on the second link. You will be directed to a sales funnel. To be completely transparent, I will walk you through how we do what we do, and then it's up to you to decide if you want to schedule a walkthrough with us or not. Well, regardless, I hope you got something out of this video. I want to see you succeed, because I'm making my mission to impact as many business owners as possible and to help them grow as much as possible while I'm documenting my own journey along the way. Well, thank you so much. See you on the next one. Peace out.